But all that extra attention would ultimately prove to be his downfall, costing him his reputation and his marriage. Nowadays, he's a little more than a blip on the pop culture radar. So let's take a look at what happened to make Robin Thicke disappear from the limelight. That VMAs performance. The MTV Video Music Awards have had a lot of crazy moments over the years, from Britney Spears and Madonna's onstage smooch, to Lady Gaga's infamous meat dress, to Kanye West's infamous interruption of Taylor Swift's acceptance speech. But nothing compares to the mental image of what was seared into viewers' brains when Robin Thicke and Miley Cyrus performed in 2013. From the lewd use of props and twerking to some risque contact with naughty bits, the performance was one that redefined raunchy. While Cyrus had no shame in her game and still maintains that it was a great showcase, Thicke immediately deflected all negative attention it earned onto her.
I'm looking up at the sky and I'm singing. I'm not really paying attention to all that. That's on her.
His comments seemed a little hypocritical to some, since he'd already released an unrated version of his video for the song, complete with topless women dancing in front of a sign about the size of his man parts. So while Miley might have had the foam finger, his finger pointing was the one that looked really bad in the end. Breaking up is hard to do. Soon after the fallout surrounding the VMAs, Thicke's longtime wife Paula Patton decided to call it quits. Although she denied reports that she felt disrespected by the onstage spectacle, he'd also taken a photograph with a fan that featured him putting his hand on her rear end. Not long after that damaging image came to light, Patton announced their separation. Instead of keeping their marital woes private, however, Thicke embarked on an all-out apology tour, quite literally begging his wife to take him back with an album called Paula.
Put your hands together, y'all. Help me out. Help me get it back now. Come on.
In his video for the not-so-subtly titled single, Get Her Back, he even appeared to put her chief complaints about his behavior on display, and he consistently featured Paula Patton lookalikes in other videos from the album. But instead of winning back his wife, he earned the ire of the public, which felt his ploy was borderline stalker status. And the songs were not commercially successful either, which effectively ended Thicke's hot streak on the charts. A public custody battle. Although Thicke and Patton have both since moved on to new relationships following their divorce, the wounds of their divorce are still pretty raw and out in the open. In January 2017, Patton was granted a restraining order against Thicke after claiming that he had an ongoing substance abuse problem and an uncontrollable temper that allegedly jeopardized the well-being of their son, Julian. She also alleged that he physically abused her as their marriage began to go south. Thicke vehemently denied Patton's claims, but an investigation was launched and Thicke's visits with Julian were limited to 3 days a week under court supervision. By August, Patton and Thicke were able to reach a new custody agreement for their child, but despite the resolution, the damage to his public perception was irreversible. Legal dilemma. Thicke's single Blurred Lines would prove to be his biggest career hit, but it was also at the center of a multi-million-dollar lawsuit for being too similar to Give It Up by Marvin Gaye. In a deposition associated with the claim, Thicke claimed that he was so wasted when he recorded the song that he basically had nothing to do with it other than singing the words. Instead, he put all the blame on his collaborator, Pharrell Williams.
Mr. Thicke says, quote, "I told him I wanted to do something, kind of like Marvin Gaye's Got to Give It Up." Did he tell you that?
No, sir.
Not only did he throw Pharrell under the bus with his testimony, but he still lost the case. In March 2015, a jury awarded Marvin Gaye's children $7.4 million after determining Blurred Lines borrowed heavily from Gaye's song. The matter is still under appeal, but chances are that no matter the outcome, we won't be seeing these two collaborate again anytime soon. Time off. After courting so much controversy, Robin Thicke wisely decided to step away from the spotlight for a while.
And I took some time off to just be with my son and my family, and it helps you gain perspective on what's important in life.
Thicke returned to the music scene in 2015 with the single Back Together, which, for a change of pace, was not about his personal life. But despite the effort, he hasn't quite had that next big hit just yet. And sadly, Thicke's attempt to move forward with his life and music career was derailed in late 2016 by the death of his father, beloved Growing Pains actor Alan Thicke. Robin released a statement through his official Instagram account, referring to his father as the best friend he ever had. In the aftermath, a source told People Thicke was a rock for his grieving family, and even taking the lead to organize everything alongside his late father's wife, Tanya. Considering his family was key to getting Robin through a tough divorce and downward turn in his music career, it's no surprise he's keeping close to those who matter most to him as he works his way through another rough period in his life. Thanks for watching.